What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite cards in my collection. Coming in at number 5 in my favorites of my personal collection would be the Holo Blastoise from the Celebrations collection. Although it's not the vintage Blastoise, it still looks and feels like the vintage one. Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon, so this one is very, very special. So the Holo Blastoise from Celebrations was actually a gift from a friend. When I was first starting this channel, he was a friend of mine and a newcomer into the community, and he just blessed me with a Blastoise because he knew it was my favorite, and I was super stoked at the time. He gave me the raw card. I ended up submitting it to PSA, and it actually got a PSA 10, which was just really, really exciting because I wanted to hold it for the long term, and I just wanted to keep it safe because it was a special gift from a friend, and it's so cool that I have it actually in a PSA 10. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the Eevee illustration rare from Twilight Masquerade. It's just a beautiful card to look at. I love the cards for the artwork. I collect just the beautiful landscapes and artworks. I love the derpy cards, but I also love the cutesy cards as well. I think this is such an incredible illustration of this card. For the Eevee illustration rare, I actually picked up that card right on release. I kept trying to rip it and rip it and rip it, and someone actually came into my local card shop at the time while I was there, and the card that I was looking for was there, and so I had to come up on it. And I ended up sending that out to get graded, and it got a PSA 10 as well on release. So for the number 3 spot in my collection is going to be the Shining Fates Full Art Charizard. This was actually pulled for me by a friend. Shout out to iPokeTCG on his live stream. And this was when I was first getting into the live streaming scene and community. Before I had started up my rip and ship business, I was on his live stream, and Shining Fates was the talk of the town at the time. And I hopped in on the second pack that he opened for me, and we hit the Charizard. And it was just such a fun experience to be on his live stream. And I ended up sending out that card to get graded, and it came back a PSA 10, which I was super, super stoked about. So coming to my number 2 spot of my favorites for my collection is from a set that got a lot of people back into collecting in modern times, and that is going to be the Blastoise Special Illustration Rare from 151. Of course, like I said, for my top 5 position of the Holo Blastoise. Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon, and I think they did such an incredible job on the artwork with Blastoise in that just deep blue underwater look. It just looks so incredible, and if you're a Blastoise fan, I'm sure you can attest to how beautiful this card is. And for my number 1 spot, the holy grail of my collection, this one is special to me for the looks of it, for the value of it, and that is going to be the Pikachu Van Gogh promo collaboration, and I have that in a PSA 10 as well. This one I just think is so beautiful. It features Pikachu, which is the Pokemon that is loved by everyone. So I was hunting for this one when it first came out. It was originally available through promos, and I was not able to get my hands on one, and one day I was at my local card shop and they happened to have some in stock, so I had to grab it. And at the time I had just grabbed the raw promo, and I ended up sending it into PSA and actually got a PSA 10 from it. So that is some of my favorites from my collection. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below, and what are some of your favorite Pokemon cards out of your collection. Don't forget to subscribe and spread love and positivity.